all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, it's the world of Wayne, and happy Sunday. Today we've got another episode of Welcome to the Cave. Okay, so we've got two submissions today. The first one's quite short from Mathew Thomas. You'll know Mathew from the Build the Ecto 1 Facebook group. He's the guy who seems to have all the issues before all of us put together. So it is good to see what's coming out. And Mathew, I really do love that canvas. I know you're probably going to get a lot of people asking where you got it from. But this is Mathew Thomas's cave.
Well, just a quick look at my man cave. Obviously I finished the DeLorean build now. And obviously starting the Ecto 1. Currently up to issue 8, due to get issue 9 this week. Managed to find a lovely canvas print of the Ecto 1 online. Obviously you can see some of the free gifts. Some 3D prints I did. Don't have that anymore though. I found this one pretty cool. Some of the Eagle Moss's figurines. Unfortunately, issue 1 messed up. Had to try again. Couple of paints. Obviously T800 sat there, still waiting for part 63 onwards.
Now you're in for something special on this one, Craig, or we call, how you spell your name, Craig, we say Craig in the UK, so is it Craig or Craig? You said Craig, so I'm guessing it's Craig. I get so confused with that. But Synthlord, his man cave is, oh my god, it's amazing. You are really in for something special here. You'll see it starts off with a fish tank, and as it goes round, this, if I could have any man cave at all, is exactly the one I'd want. And cheers for the little shout out with the Kraken in your video there. I was going to have a Kraken here to toast you for this video. Unfortunately, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure I'll be judged if I was to have a Kraken right now. But I think you're really going to enjoy this one. This is Synthlord's Man Cave.
Hello everybody, this is Craig, otherwise known as Synthlord. So this is the start of my man cave. So everything down here is very nautical themed, piratical. If you couldn't tell from the very start of this, you will know by the end of the video. So anyway, this is one of my fish tanks. It is 150 gallons, 6 feet wide. The yardstick there is there for reference. I got Mr. and Mrs. Pirate there. Got an old barrel there with some roping. Come zoom in. We got some of my fish here. We got Oscars, a big Jack Dempsey in the back. I have a bunch of Severums in there as well. Going to the top of the tank. My little pirate ship there. A dead fish. A ship in a bottle. Another dead fish. This is the Cutty Sark. And backing out here, this is a ship schematic of a War of the Third Rate with rigging. This was a poster I basically bought off of the internet. I weathered the edges with a lighter, antiqued it a little bit. Then I put it on a wood frame built out of pallet wood. Cut that to size, put it together, and then I put Mod Podge all over it to attach it. So at the end I have all the lit roping all around it. So that's how it came out. Got some netting up there with some dead parrots. Nice sign about the sharks. There's a development I live in, a lake community. Light switch, Guinness logo. Moving back around. Pirate flag. No pirates complete without a treasure chest. Gems, coins, everything. There's the map, of course. Coming down here. Starlink game with a couple of starships from it. That's actually Fox My cloud ship. Here we go. My 88 1980s Voltron. Couple of pirate items. Current status of my DeLorean. Unfortunately, it's in limbo now with the whole problem that we're having with the world. No parts available, so I'm going to be moving on to the Ecto-1. Here is my Rubik's Snake as a snake. 40s Lafayette radio. Anubis Ecto-1. That's my future project because they have no more DeLorean build. A lighthouse. Here's Stitch. Everybody loves Stitch. Backing out a little bit, the railing that goes upstairs I did decorate with roping. Cloud's Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. Moving around. Got Snoopy up here with a parrot and Woodstock. American flag, yeah. Here I am. And Samuel Adams. I was a big fan of Samuel Adams. This is a mirror my grandparents had gotten. Connell Flynn Irish Whiskey. Not even sure if they make that anymore. You could probably tell me that, Wayne. And yeah, here I am. Wearing my pirate hat, if you can't tell. Down here, I have my little gaming section for when I'm entertaining. I do tabletop games with friends. We got Carcassonne, Cards Against Humanity, Firefly, game of Clue down the bottom. Now we'll zoom out and we'll see a meat of the room. Now, here we go. Beer bottle collection. Everything behind the bar. Foosball table. Yes, if you didn't notice, I love the accent lighting everywhere. Pirate on a small ship. Lowenbrow lion. Another lighthouse. And what do we have here? Oh, look at this, Wayne. A wee bit of Kraken for ya. Cheers. Now, behind the bar on the wall, we actually have a working tap handle that is connected to a kegerator on the other side. The name of the bar, by the way, is the Pirate's Blade, and there is the blade to prove it. And speaking of pirates, look who's hanging here on the chair. It's One-Eyed Willie himself. He's a little loopy here. He's got his drunken monkey with him. Moving back around, here we have a sign that my mother had actually painted, Beer on Draft. My grandparents owned this house. They put the addition on, and that's what this room is here. It was originally their rec room. Now it's my man cave. But she had hand-painted this sign as a gift for them when they set up the bar. Moving over. More nautical themed, as I said. This is a bas relief of a ship that my dad had given my mother when they had first gotten together. I think it was their first anniversary. I loved it so much as a kid, and I begged my mom for it, and after my dad passed, she let me have it. So here it is, hung on the wall. Moving up. Big poker chip, another pirate flag. Some more beer paraphernalia. Coming down, we got my RC cars. This is both the same model, a Tamiya Striker. That's what the original looked like. And this was a custom paint job of my original one that I had gotten from my dad in the 80s one Christmas. And I made it to look like Rick Mears' Penske Racing Pennzoil 88 car. Of course, love Star Wars, love Porgs. This is the entrance to the Basement of Doom. Guinness mirror, dartboard, Pictures of me and my friends from various days. More netting, more seaweed, turtles. Foster's. Australian for Wayne, mate. That is a official Foster's tap handle too. Another Guinness switch. And here is the start of my synthesizer collection. I don't call myself Synthlord for no reason. So this is the start. In fact, this is the very start. This is a Yamaha Portasound PS2, made famous by the Bloodhound Gang on their lap dance song. You could look that up on YouTube. I'm not going into any more of that. This was a gift for me from my father when I was probably in primary school. I still have it. I still miss him. I love him. Here we go. Another synthesizer. It's not one I use a lot. Some storage stuff, cables, manuals, my audio interface for when I'm recording on my computer. This is a little bit of a laugh, but it's a Beamy Owsit keyboard. It's just, you can look this up on YouTube. There are so many channels that cover this. It's a laser light projector for when I'm having fun down here. This is the case for my my bass guitar. We're not going to talk about that. Here is a bookcase. A lot of Isaac Asimov. A lot of books that I got from my grandmother, antiques. And this, well, this used to be a joke, but it's really true. I did quit the band. Coming down here, my dad and I used to do a lot of model airplanes, and we used to custom build control line models. Now this is actually a synthesizer case that used to be plain wood and metal trim. I got it off of eBay really cheap, and I custom painted the whole thing. I started by spray painting gold in the middle, and then the borders I did copper, and then I masked it off to make it look like a circuit board. And there's a lot of synthesizer things on there that a lot of people here would not understand, but I'll leave it to your imagination. Back here I have video game systems, DVDs, VHS, small entertainment system. This is my second fish tank. It's a 55 gallon. It's about 4 feet wide. This is my community tank. It has a lot of guppies and tetras. Another pirate ship in there. If you ever want to worry about weathering your pirate ship, stick it in an aquarium for a while and let it grow algae. There you go. Now here's the real reason I call myself Synthlord. Starting down here. This was my dad's DX7. Made famous by the Taco Bell sound of the bell. But also thousands of songs in the 80s. Look that up to Whitney Houston and God only knows what else. This is a Roland S50. It's a sampling keyboard. This was a lot of ravers used this back in the day. I sampled the Lord of the Rings soundtrack for a split second. So, you get an idea. Drum machine, vocal processor, 303. This used to be the pilot for everything I produce musically. But I've moved on to the brand new 707. This is a System 1. It's a premixer. This is a JP8000, made famous by many, many trance producers in the late 90s. This is the most infamous of all synths, the Roland Alpha Juno 1. And it was made famous for this one patch, and you'll recognize it the second you hear it. Knowing that, yes, everybody knows that sound. A few more synth modules over here. The final mixing board and the rack. Power conditioner. Compressor. A couple of rack mount synths. And a 2000 watt amp. Yes, this sucker will shake the walls. And just as a quick little bit, I'm going to play something really quick for you. Now what happens here is the main unit controls all the other synthesizers. This is actually what's playing at the moment. This is something I programmed in. And I come over here and I unmute something. Yes, just like magic, music is made. This is my little world of heaven. Give you a full scope of everything in the room here. Cheers, everybody.
See what I mean? Now, I've got like a nautical theme going on in my bathroom, but all I've got is like some signs that tell me where the oysters are and the eels. I've got a wheel from a ship, and I've also got a rowing boat on the wall with like planks on it and stuff like that. So, oh, and an anchor. I've got an anchor as well. I might have to show it you on a house tour. But yeah, I would love a man cave just like this. But now it's your chance to actually just submit your man cave to the channel. Best thing to do, because I'm trying to make it so simple for people to do it, is film it how you want, but preferably if you're on a phone, put it in landscape mode. We can film it in landscape mode, and then go to the website wetransfer.com. When you're over there, just upload your file to that website, and it will say where do you want to send it, and in the email address field just put wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk. It's the simplest way I can think that people have been sending all their submissions to me, and obviously I get them quite easily and I put them on. And as you can see, next week we've got Michael Bradford on Saturday, we've got Neil Dixon and Conrad Knopp on Sunday, and we've still got Andrew Browning, Colin Walker, Martin Futter and Mark Gerling. Mark Gerling and Martin Futter are two that I've had recently. Yep, so get them uploaded, get them on here, and I will feature them on the channel, because I really do love this feature. And I'm telling you what, if I could have a nautical theme in here now, I'd change it again, but I've only just changed it to this. So listen, I really do hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.